An absolute legend of PlayStation has announced that he is leaving after 31 years. Shuhei Yoshida, who has been there for a very long time, announced his departure recently via a PlayStation blog, and it's taking the internet by storm. Everyone is left a little bit surprised about this announcement, which was made via this specific PlayStation blog. It says, "All good things, a look back at Shuhei Yoshida's 31 years with PlayStation." Now, I'll link to it in the description below, but I wanted to look at a few of the key notes to take away from this and talk about the industry reaction to Shu leaving. Now, Shuhei Yoshida has been instrumental in working with indie developers to make sure that they get appropriate promotion, to make sure that things are corrected at PlayStation to better help developers. He is nothing short of a legend in the PlayStation fandom, and with PlayStation, I have tremendous respect for what he's accomplished in his career. He is one of the best. To hear that he's leaving PlayStation, honestly, it's a little bit sad to hear, because he really does care. He cares about games. He cares about game developers. He cares about you getting the best experience you possibly can. And it's a little sad to see him go, if I'm being totally honest. Let's read a little bit more about what he said here. Sid Schumann said, "Happy to have you. We're going to do a lot of catching up, but I heard you had some news for us here today." Shu said, "Yes, I have an announcement to make. I'm leaving Sony Interactive Entertainment on January 15th, 2025. It's like announcing the date of a new game, something I haven't done for a long time." Sid says, "You've been with Sony Interactive for so long. What's guiding the decision and the timing?" "I've been with PlayStation from the beginning, and this is my 31st year with PlayStation. And when I hit 30 years, I was thinking, it may be about time to move on. You know, the company has been doing great. I love PS5. I love the games that are coming out on this platform. And we have new generations of management who I respect and admire. And I'm so excited for the future of PlayStation. So, you know, PlayStation is in really good hands. I thought, okay, this is my time." Long story short, you know, he's been in the industry for a long time. This isn't a Jim Ryan situation where Jim Ryan is announcing his retirement and then he's going to get out of game development altogether. Shuhei Yoshida will probably continue in game development, and we'll get to that in just a second, but he leaves an enormous footprint and an enormous influence on shaping PlayStation and shaping the overall industry. He continues on, "Eventually you moved up to being president of PlayStation Studios. Is there a memory that particularly stands out for you in your time at PlayStation Studios?" Shu says, "Throughout the time that I was involved in game development, there were so many great games and great teams I was fortunate to work with. And every year going to events like DICE Summit was so much fun, because some of our games got nominated for the Game of the Year many times. When you are in the industry, if you get involved in one Game of the Year game, you are so fortunate. But I got nominated almost every year." That says something quite a lot, quite about his presence at the company. Obviously, he has been involved in some major hits. Now, there have been a lot of reactions online. Shuhei posted this: "Please listen to this podcast." Somebody asked, "Shu, you're not retiring, are you?" And he said, "No, I'd like to stay in the industry." Smiley face. Phil Spencer also said, "Congrats on an amazing career at PlayStation. You've always been a great advocate for the industry, for creators, and for players. I've appreciated the time we've been able to spend talking gaming. Thank you, Shuhei." "Thanks, Phil. I enjoyed talking with you too. Keep doing your pioneering work." Gabriel said, "The part he left off, I look forward to seeing you in the office in February." And Shuhei kind of laughed. I thought it was funny. I don't think he's going over to Xbox or anything like that, but I did find it funny that that comment was left. Adam Boy, as you might remember him from the infamous "This is how you share a PlayStation game" commercial. So it's Shu and Adam Boyes sharing the game, so to speak, and he basically hands him a copy of Killzone, which was a launch PlayStation 4 title. Adam says, one of my favorite human beings, Shuhei, is moving on to his next chapter the same month that I am embarking on my new journey. We have shared games together, referencing the clip that I just showed you. And now I wish him the best of luck in life, love, and his legacy in video games. I love you, bro. And he gave him a heart emoji. Very, very cool stuff in terms of what's going on here. There were a few community reactions that I found notable. One from friend Greg Miller, who said, "Whoa, Shuhei is leaving PlayStation in January. I am so happy for him and so stunned by the news. I really cannot put into words what he means to me. All the best, Shu, beyond." And Shuhei said beyond. Greg Miller, if you don't know, I'm sure you do, but he would always say beyond. Anytime anybody said beyond, he would do it in the office, anytime, anywhere. It was like sort of the call tag of beyond for many, many years. Kind of like I have this call tag of asking you to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell in the middle of every one of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, so far. Alana Pierce also chimed in just to give you an idea of the gravity of this announcement. She said, Shu leaving Sony feels like Phil leaving Xbox, even though that isn't an accurate reflection of their roles at all. Just such a core part of the brand for such a long time. Yeah, he's been there basically since the beginning, running around with Ken Kutaragi trying to get people to pay attention to the PlayStation brand, and they ended up having massive success. Now, this comes at a time when PlayStation is also teasing some changes. They actually revealed the official stats for the PlayStation 2 total lifetime sales. They have this whole website just about the PlayStation 2 with some awesome photography. And they also clarified that it's 160 million units sold. So they actually clarified the sell-through number finally after all of these years. And you know what's funny? I actually never knew that it had this little port here. This was for like higher speed hard drives and such. I totally forgot about that. And then Genki Japan said PlayStation are teasing something for December 3rd, the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. And then if you go to the website, you can see that 30 years ago, our journey begins with the PlayStation console launching in Japan on December 3rd, 1994. The first PlayStation console became an instant hit and went on to be the breakout product of E3 1995 and launched later that year to huge success in North America and Europe. You know, I wasn't on the train of there's something planned on December 3rd. That's been going around for about a month or so now. But honestly, with Shu announcing this very surprising departure, almost feels like a little bit out of nowhere, and he's going to be going on to a new journey in the new year. I do wonder if they have something planned. I don't know what it will be on December 3rd specifically, but I do wonder what they have planned for the Game Awards, which is right around the corner. And it seems like everybody is having rumors come out that something is coming. The This Is an Xbox campaign, Jez Corden and Tom Warren have been talking online about this is going to make sense real soon. So I'm really curious what is going on behind the scenes and what we could see revealed in the coming days. But this video is mostly about Shuhei Yoshida leaving. You know, I'll be honest, when I think about Shu, I think about the tremendous influence he had during some of PlayStation's best years. I think of the work he did afterwards with indie developers to correct issues that were brought to light via some articles that came out about how independent developers were expressing frustration with their ability to be discovered on the PlayStation brand. And then you know what Shu did? He fixed the problem. And he has a history of correcting issues and being very positive and constantly having a positive influence on the games industry. So I will look back fondly on the many years that he was at PlayStation. He was one of the good ones. And, you know, a lot of people are like, you're always so hard on PlayStation. PlayStation has changed so drastically over the last year. I don't really know what the face of the company is going forward. I imagine it's Herman Hulst for the most part, at least on the American side right now. And I do think it's a new company. It feels like a totally different company right now compared to what it was just a few years ago. And I'm definitely taking a wait and see approach to how they go. But there's one thing that nobody can deny. Shuhei Yoshida had a tremendous impact on the PlayStation brand. And hopefully he does stay in the industry. And I do look forward to what he does next. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell if you're not subscribed already. I forgot to turn on my production lights in the background, so if you notice that, good eye, but I'll remember to do it next time. Thank you so much to the members. I greatly appreciate you. You really help keep this going, so thank you so much for becoming a member. You can click that join button if you want to become a member and support this channel. I'm going to get out of here, but before I go, you can check out this video yesterday where I talk about Larian's success and compare and contrast that with how difficult it has been for a company like Humanoid Origin to break into the games industry, and what is happening with BioWare alumni from over the years as they develop Exodus. Check out that video for more details. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you for the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.